Comprehensive coverage with stations in strategic locations like Reng, Malakal and Baliet. iRadio offers comprehensive coverage that reaches both urban centers and remote areas. Your partnership with iRadio ensures visibility across a wide geographic area.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to amplify your message with iRadio. Partner or advertise with us today and make your voice heard across South Sudan.
This is a message of peace. We all are South Sudanese. It does not matter where anyone comes from. We need to respect each other and support each other because we are one. We all are human beings. As South Sudanese, we deserve to coexist peacefully, tolerate one another, reconcile all our differences, and live peacefully. This is a message of tolerance and peaceful coexistence brought to you by iRadio, your eye on South Sudan.
إحنا كلنا جنوبيين سودانيين، ما مهم منو جاي من وين. إحنا محتاجين نحترم بعض وندعم بعض لأنه إحنا واحد. إحنا كلنا بشر. كسودانيين جنوبيين بنستحق عشان نعيش بالسلام، نستحمل بعض ونصالح خلافاتنا ونعيش بالسلام. ذا رسالة تسامح والتعايش السلمي بيجيك من iRadio هناك في جنوب السودان.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. A civil society activist is appealing to President Kiir to declare an immediate ceasefire to allow South Sudanese to celebrate the Christmas and New Year holidays in peace. The office of the president has clarified that the recent cabinet decision on Vice President Rebecca Nyandeng is not a change in the government hierarchy, but intended to fast-track processing accumulated memos in the Council of Ministers. At least 5 people have been killed in a bomb explosion in the packed mosque in Nigeria's northeastern Borno state, a police spokesperson has said. These and many more stories are all coming in this news bulletin with me, Darlington Moses, and now the news in detail. A civil society activist is appealing to President Kiir to declare an immediate ceasefire to allow South Sudanese to celebrate the Christmas with peace and joy. Itman Yakani spoke to iRadio on the eve of Christmas in Juba, asserting that the presidential ceasefire declaring state of ceasefire would demonstrate the government's commitment to restore public confidence in the peace process. Yakani also urged the president to order the release of political detainees, including former Vice President Dr. Benjamin Bolmel and former National Security Director Akol Kur, and also other political detainees. He called for inclusive political dialogue among all parties signatory to the 2018 peace agreement, saying recent political decisions require broad consensus and legal backing. He raised concerns over proposals to amend the peace agreement, constitutional changes and plans to conduct elections in December 2026, warning that such decisions cannot be implemented without the approval of the reconstituted Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Commission (RJMEC). The Office of the President has clarified that the recent cabinet decisions on Vice President Rebecca Nyandeng is not a change in the hierarchy of the government but intended to fast-track processing accumulated memos in the Council of Ministers. The Press Secretary in the Office of the President, Ambassador David Amor, speaking exclusively to iRadio Wednesday, said the Council of Ministers resolved to assign Vice President Nyandeng to help share and present a backlog of memos that had accumulated under the governance cluster. Amor explained that several memos from the governance cluster had been pending since the suspension of the first Vice President, Dr. Riek Machar, who ordinarily chairs the cluster. He noted that Vice President Nyandeng was selected because her gender and youth cluster had comparatively fewer pending files, with about 4 memos, while some other clusters had between 18 to 20 memos. This is iRadio News, and now before the international scene, Board Community Youth Association in Juba has condemned what it described as the senseless killing of innocent civilians by security forces deployed at Lankubar in Bor Town on Tuesday. Yesterday, police in Jonglei State confirmed that 4 people were killed on Tuesday in the outskirts of Bor Town during violent clashes between security forces and armed civilians suspected to be members of the Red Bell group. According to Akejma Pio Dao, the police spokesperson in Jonglei State, the incident happened at noon in the Arek residential area located on the outskirts of Bor Town. First Lieutenant Akej said clashes erupted when members of security forces deployed at Lankbar residential area tried to stop some armed civilians from entering the town with their firearms. He said the security forces were enforcing an order from the state security committee that bans carrying firearms within both municipality. According to him, the armed civilians allegedly refused to comply and started fleeing towards a wrecked residential area. They opened fire on police officers during the pursuit, killing 1 police officer instantly. 3 of the armed civilians, who he said are associated with the outlawed Red Belt vigilante group, were later killed as they fled. In a statement issued yesterday, 24th December 2025, and seen by iRadio, the youth body said the victims were innocent and have no connections with any criminal activities. This is iRadio News, and now to the international scene. At least 5 people have been killed in a bomb explosion in a Park Mosque in Nigeria's northeastern Borno state, a police spokesperson has said. Nahum Dasso told local media another 35 people were injured in the blast in the Gamburo market, Mauduguri, the state capital, during evening prayers. Unverified footage on social media appears to show the aftermath of the explosion, with people stood in a market area with dust particles in the air. No group has admitted carrying out the attack, but militants had previously targeted mosques and crowded places in the area with suicide attacks and improvised explosive devices. And finally, 11 suspects have been arrested in connection with a mass shooting that left 9 people dead at a tavern in South Africa on Sunday. Police launched a manhunt for the 12 unidentified gunmen who had opened fire at patrons at around 1 local time 23 GMT Saturday in the Balkasdal establishment near Johannesburg. On Wednesday, Provincial Deputy Commissioner of Police, Major General Fred Kakena said 9 of the arrested suspects are Lesotho nationals, while 1 is from Mozambique. Another suspect, believed to be a South African named Walker, who was also detained. This is iRadio News, and now to end this bulletin, let's have the recaps on the top stories once again. A civil society activist is appealing to President Kiir to declare an immediate ceasefire to allow South Sudanese to celebrate the Christmas and New Year holidays in peace. The office of the president has clarified that the recent cabinet decisions on Vice President Rebecca Nyandeng is not a change in the government hierarchy but intended to fast-track processing accumulated memos in the Council of Ministers. And at least 5 people have been killed in a bomb blast explosion in a packed mosque in Nigeria's northeastern Borno state, a police spokesperson has said. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there's a story on event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message on +211 25 287 870. It's also our WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page, iRadio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for news in Arabic. At the top of the hour, I am Darlington Moses. Thanks for listening.
تفتش على راديو مثالي؟ آي راديو هو جوابك. لا تختار آي راديو في 5 الأسباب المغنادل.
الثقة والوصول. بيعتبر آي راديو المحطة الإذاعية الأكثر ثقة وشعبية في جنوب السودان، مدعومة بالاستطلاعات الأخيرة مع قاعدة مستمعين مخلصين. حتصل رسالتك إلى جمهور واسع بشكل فعال.
شبكة واسعة النطاق. آي راديو ليست مجرد